Rihanna, the Barbadian girl from an island of only about 270,000 people. One of the most decorated artists we've seen in the last 20 years. Let's take a look at Riri's career this far and give her her rose. Robin Rihanna Fenty was born February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael's, Barbados. She grew up in a home with both her parents and her two brothers. She also has 3 other siblings on her father's side. She suffered from excruciating headaches when she was young. The way she would soothe the pain was through singing. She recalls grabbing a broom by the handle and singing in a mirror or in a balcony, singing songs from Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Bob Marley, or a host of other Caribbean artists. Her neighbors would complain about how loud she would sing. The headaches went away once her parents divorced. She believed this happened from holding inside her feelings. Her father suffered from addiction and was abusive to Robin's mother. This eventually helped lead to her parents separating. Ree joined a singing group with 2 friends. She sung the lead while her friends would back her up. She won a talent show in high school with her rendition of Hero by Mariah Carey.
And then a hero comes along.
Music producer Evan Rogers was on vacation in Barbados when a friend of his wife asked if he would allow a 15-year-old Rihanna to audition for him. She sung Emotion by Destiny Child and Hero by Mariah Carey. He was very impressed and asked her to come to the United States to record a demo. She would come up to New York when school was out to record. Evan and his business partner Carl Strucken and Ree put together a 4-song demo, which included Pon de Replay, and sent it to labels. She credits Evan and Carl for helping her learn and understand the songwriting process. Jay-Z was brought the demo by one of his ARs named Jay Brown and called Rihanna to audition for Def Jam. Jay-Z was worried that she would sign with somebody else, so he wouldn't let her leave the building without signing a contract. She signed a contract with Def Jam Records where she would stay for her first 7 albums. She decided to go with her middle name for her stage name. Rihanna has different meanings depending on the region you look. It can mean great goddess, great queen, and also is associated with things like sweet basil, courage, endurance, and nobleness. Ree moved to New York with Evans and his wife and started working on the debut album, Music on the Sun. Dancehall was having a moment in the 2000s internationally, making Pon de Replay a hit in the clubs. The album released August 29, 2005, landing in the top 10 on the Billboard 200. The album also boasted the single, If It's Lovin' That You Want.
If it's loving that you want, you should make me your girl, your girl.
The album includes a few gems as well: Willin' to Wait, a Denise Williams interpolation of her hit Free, You Don't Love Me, a remake of a Don Penn song of the same name, The Last Time, and There's a Thug in My Life are a few that come to mind. Rihanna wasted no time turning out her second album. 8 months after her debut, we got her sophomore album, A Girl Like Me. Being inspired by other genres of music, Ree wanted to incorporate rock and more ballad elements to her reggae and dancehall pop fusion. Led by the J.R. Rodham produced S.O.S., a flip on Soft Cell's Tainted Love, the album released April 10th, 2006 and peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200. Continuing to work with Evans and Carl, Ree also enlisted the help of Stargate and Neo this time around. We also got videos for Unfaithful, We Ride, and Break It Off. You can also check out Kisses Don't Lie, Final Goodbye, and Selfish for some more heat on this one. A year and a month later, Rihanna decided to push the boundaries on her third album. Good Girl Gone Bad, released May 31st, 2007, Rihanna continued to broaden her sound. She enlisted the usual suspects of Evan, Carl, Stargate, and Neo, while adding the likes of Justin Timberlake, Timbaland, and the super trending duo at the time, The Dream and Tricky Stewart. Spearheaded by the massive hit single Umbrella, this album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. GGGB was a shift in Rihanna's career. Following the examples set by Janet Jackson and Mariah Carey, Rihanna showed everyone she was shredding the kid-like image and was a grown woman. The album proved to be a hit factory with follow-up singles like Shut Up and Drive, Hate That I Love You, and Don't Stop the Music. Extending the life of the album, we got a reloaded version including 3 new songs that all became singles, including Take a Bow,
Go on and take a bow.
If I'd Never See Your Face Again,
If I never see your face again, I don't mind.
and Disturbia.
It's mine to disturb you. It's like the darkness.
It's hard to find an issue with any song on this album, with hits to spare like the Mad Cobra flip of Flex with Say It, Question Existence, Breaking Dishes. Just take your pick here. At the height of her star and on the day of her Grammy performance in 2009, Rihanna and then boyfriend Chris Brown had an incident leaving Rihanna bruised and resulting in her performance being canceled. Pictures began to leak of the altercation, putting Rhi under the microscope of everybody. She got back to work on what would be her 4th album, her first executive produced by her, Rated R. The album was released November 20th, 2009. The song Russian Roulette, penned by Neo and Chuck Harmony, was the lead single for this one.
And you can see my heart.
It only had a fairly warm reception at the time, but the song is amazing. The Jeezy assisted Hard was pivoted to as the rollout single.
I'm so hard. Yeah. I'm so.
Collaborators this time around include Chasing Status, The Dream, Tricky Stewart, will.i.am, Brian Kennedy, Justin Timberlake, Esther Dean, and James Fauntleroy II. This album also includes the singles Wait Your Turn,
Fumble, don't you fumble, that's a flag on the play. Baby,
Rude Boy,
come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy.
Rockstar 101,
Baby, I'm a rock star. Hey, baby, I'm a rock
and Te Amo.
star. The shit better and around me wrist. I told her.
This album is a wide gamut of shades of gray, aging better as the time goes by. Don't sleep on album cuts like Stupid in Love, Firebomb, Photographs, and The Last Song, which was done 12 hours before the album had to be turned in. Rihanna felt great going into album number 5. She wanted the album to be brighter than Rated R, with Def Jam touting the aim of Michael Jackson's Thriller. 11 songs with no filler. What resulted was Loud, a return to the Caribbean dance pop sound. The lead single for this one was the Stargate, Sandy Lee, and Chris Stahl product, Only Girl in the World,
Want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world.
and the Drake-assisted What's My Name.
Oh, nah, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah, nah. What's my name?
The album released November 12, 2010, and debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200, ending its run with 6 singles. After the lead single, we also got music videos for S&M,
Cause I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sex and
the Rock City and Chantel product Man Down,
rum pa pa bum, rum pa pa bum, rum pa pa bum. Man down
California King Bed, written by Money Long,
in this California king bed.
and the Runners Avril Lavigne flip of Cheers, Drink to That.
Everybody put your glasses on when I drink today.
The goals seem to have been met with every song on this album being great, including Skin and the Skylar Grey and Alex the Kid product, Love the Way You Lie, Part 2.
Just gonna stand there and hear me cry.
Loud is in the conversation for Rihanna's magnus opus. While on the Loud tour, Rihanna began work on her 6th album. Continuing the pursuit of incorporating new sounds and genres into her music, Rhi wanted to incorporate dubstep, electronic, and house music into her signature sound. The album will be called Talk That Talk, headed by the single We Found Love, produced by her music partner Cook Harrell and Calvin Harris.
We found love in a hopeless place.
The album released November 18th, 2011. She also enlisted the help of Esther Dean, Dr. Luke, Stargate, The Interns, Hit Boy, Bangladesh, The Dream, Money Long, and more to help get the right sound. We also got visual treatments for You the One and We Found Love. If you are looking for sleepers from this album, I'd recommend Cockiness, Love It, We All Want Love, Drunk on Love, Watch and Learn, and Farewell. Never content to do the same thing that works, Rihanna was back at it trying to figure out more layers to add to her sound. Some of the usual suspects were reached out to for the next album, including Neo, Stargate, The Dream, James Fauntleroy, and Extra Dean, while also adding Sia, Poppin' Oak, No ID, and Mike Will Made It. The result turned out to be Unapologetic, her last studio album on Def Jam and her first #1 album on the Billboard 200. The album released November 19, 2012. The lead single is the incredibly popular record Diamonds, written by Sia in less than 15 minutes.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright.
It has become a staple in R.O.S.E discography. We also got singles for What Now?
What now?
The duet Stay with Mickey Eco,
I want you to stay.
and the club banger written by Rock City, Pour It Up.
Blow it up, blow it up. That's how we ball out. Throw it up, throw it up.
A few sleepers here include Fresh Off the Runway, Love Song featuring Future, and the great bonus track, Half of Me. Some creative and emotional frustrations would cause a slowdown on what was being titled R8. Rihanna wanted to curve a little bit away from doing the top 40 music and lean a bit more soulful, psychedelic, and alternative R&B this time around. She wanted the music to be more timeless. What we got is one of Rihanna's most beloved albums to date, Anti, Rihanna's second #1 album on the Billboard 200, released January 28, 2016. Led by the hit single Work, featuring Drake and penned by Party Next Door,
Work, 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 work. You send me heavy work, 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 work.
Anti is Rihanna's biggest album. With her partner Cook, they brought in SZA, James Fauntleroy, BB Borelli, Travis Scott, DJ Mustard, The Dream, Weeknd, No ID, and a bunch more to collab. We got visuals for Kiss It Better and Needed Me alongside her work. Anti has had a massive impact. It has practically lived on the Billboard chart since its release, being parked there for over 450 weeks at this point. This album is full of great records as well. Any song from this album could have worked as a single. If you're looking for a good song, just press play from the start. Rihanna is respected in the culture as well as commercially. Rhea has 14 #1 singles, putting her only behind the Beatles and her idol, Mariah Carey. Rihanna's list of amazing B-sides and features can rival some people's discographies. Here's a list of records that you should have heard already, and if you haven't, you should check out. Dancing in the Dark from the Home soundtrack. Bitch Better Have My Money.
Bitch better have my money.
Nothing Is Promised from Mike Will's Ransom 2 album. Lemon by N.E.R.D.
I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Come to motherfucking digit.
Lift Me Up from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack.
Lift me up.
Live Your Life with T.I.
Just live your life.
Run This Town with Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Only thing that's on my mind is who gonna run this town.
All of the Lights by Kanye West. Fly with Nicki Minaj. Wild Thoughts with DJ Khaled and Bryson Tiller.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts.
Loyalty with Kendrick Lamar.
Bad girl, leave it now. Swear, leave it now. On your puss.
And That's Just Being Modest. Over the course of her career, Rihanna has dabbled a bit in acting. She got her first real role on a board game movie adaptation for Battleship. She was cast as the main character, Gratuity Tip Tucci, in the popular DreamWorks movie Home. She played Bubbles and Valerian in The City of a Thousand Planets. She plays Nineball in the all-star cast for Ocean's 8. She played Kofi Navia in Donald Glover's film Guava Island. And also she's playing Smurfette in the upcoming Smurf movie. Rihanna is a full-fledged businesswoman. There are a lot of business ventures on her plate, but we're going to speak on a few that have shifted the culture. Since 2014, Rhea has been a creative director at Puma. She also partnered with LMVH, Louis Vuitton, Moet and Hennessy for a fashion brand. She went with the name of the brand to be her last name to keep it connected to her and not oversaturating her stage name. The deal with LVMH expanded to her makeup brand, Fenty Beauty, her lingerie brand, Savage Fenty, her skincare brand, Fenty Skin, and her hair care line, Fenty Hair. The fashion brand is folded, but the rest are some of the most successful on the market. She's also the face of many European brands. Rhea has also been a beacon of hope for Barbados. She has served as the face of the country for many years at no cost and donated millions of dollars to causes concerning her country and all over the world. She has spoken up about issues that affect marginalized communities and helped any effort that she could affect positive change. Rihanna headlined the Super Bowl 57 halftime show, making her first live performance in 5 years, where she revealed that she was pregnant with her first child. Rihanna has 2 kids with her current partner A$AP Rocky, named RZA and Riot Rose. Will Rihanna ever release new music? Probably at some point, but she doesn't seem in a rush to though. She wants to have a daughter, she's enjoying being a mother, and she's got enough businesses to keep her busy. But if Rihanna never made another album, it's pretty clear from her catalog that she's always been a risk taker and never wanted to stay stagnant. Always willing to challenge herself and try new things. It's fairly clear and easy to see that there's no one quite like Rihanna. Join us in giving Rihanna, the bad girl from Barbados, her rose.